21st, 2021, and I was looking at this beach in Deerfield, I think Deerfield, Florida, and the sky is full of watchers. I'm going to let you see what it looks like without anything on it. This is Deerfield Beach. I think it's in Florida. Let me flip it around. See, look at this sky right here. To me, it doesn't look like a normal sky, and there's like people all over the place, okay? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the inverted mode to where it can be seen. And you can see the watchers in the sky, because there are watchers that are looking down. No matter where you're at in any part of the world, they're looking and they're watching. They're always watching. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world, hello from my heart to yours. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this video, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to put a video of the beach, the sky, so you can see the watchers. I mean, you can see them without it being inverted, but when you invert it, you can really see them really well. I was using my phone as a viewer to see if I could see them in the sky, because they did look quite different. Hello. So I want to show them, I really do. Let me see where I'm at in this video. I want to show you where they're at in the sky. So you have people on the beach. Let's just zoom up. You see these heads. They're like peering out from the clouds. Let me get this little pointer. Where is this pointer at? I about lost it. Like here's one, here's one, here's one. They're looking out of the clouds, and you know, you can see some with their heads peeking above the clouds right here too. They're all in the clouds. They're up here in the clouds. They're right there. Look how big some of their heads are. Let me tell you something about this one right here. You see this one right here? These right here, let me see. So I actually remember seeing one of these like this. It had like a reptile face. This is a couple years ago in the sky, in the western sky. And I saw jagged teeth. That's all it had, was a big head. And then its teeth were so jagged. See, they're in the clouds, you all. These are the watchers, and they're looking out at the people who are below. They're not normal clouds. It's like they're from the other dimension. You can see their eyes really well. How is this happening? I don't know how that happened to me. I hope my laptop don't start acting up, because if I had equipment not working right. Okay, you can see them down in here. They peer out their little windows and stuff is what they do. Once I realized, I used to like sunbathe in my yard. I did. I'd put on my little bikini and stuff until one day I looked up in the sky and I took some pictures and I saw them. I haven't done it since. I have not. I did not want them watching me sunbathing. I did not. But they are all in the sky, and the people below, they don't realize that they're being watched. And all you ever see of these are just their heads, okay? Just their heads. There's big heads, there's small heads, and they peer through the clouds is what they do, you all. Straight through the clouds. Through the tiniest slant. You don't see their bodies, you just see parts of their heads is all you see. Is, yeah, just their heads. So there's like lots of people on the beach, but then there's a lot more people, not people, beings in the clouds. And this is the inverted mode. Because I thought, I want to look at them because I think they're in the clouds, and they are. They're looking in the clouds at the people. And it gets really neat because when it gets to this point, let me see where this thing is at. I don't know. This thing literally jumped on me. I don't know why it jumped. It jumped so far on me where I couldn't even see anything. Like here's one big head right there too. They're definitely not normal. I don't know why this Okay, yeah, when I get to 906, it's like they're hidden. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. They literally peeking through the cracks in the clouds, and all you see is the tops of their heads, and sometimes you get to see their eyes. But for the most part, they're supposed to be very, very shy. You see this one head right here? Like this is a head too. If you've never seen them before, this is them. And some of them have, they look like, literally, they look like a reptile. And they got jagged mouths. When I say jagged, I mean jagged. Jagged mouths. So picture a humongous head in the sky with a jagged mouth. And that's what some of these look like. I was hoping to catch some of these like that, but I couldn't. Look, there's a whole bunch of them behind this cloud. They're just barely peeking beyond the peaks of it because they don't want to be seen. All you see is the tips of their heads is all you see. Look at that one. It's barely peeking out because it doesn't want to be seen. And this one too, they hide in the clouds. Yeah, so before you go out in your yard and you like to sunbathe or something, they are in the clouds. Yeah, is what they are. And you might want to think again, like see this one right here. I think they're just curious, and there it looks like there's little bittier ones down below. Is what they're, yeah, is what they're doing. Well, some people will see and some people won't see. Some people may not be meant to see, but you can tell that this is not normal clouds because normal clouds should not have, where is that cursor? Have gaps in them like this and ridges. They shouldn't, but they got stuff. They got stuff going on. Is what they've got going on. Like here's one of its eyes, and the other eye's on the other side, and you can't see it. But if we come over here, they can open up squares. I think they have like big massive ships. Well, I know they have big massive ships with big massive windows, and I'm not, okay, I can shrink this down. At the 906 is where you can see one come out really well. So look at this square right here. They're looking out, and it may not look like anything to you. It may not. But it's them. They're in the clouds. I'm going to flip this over so you can see what it looks like without the negative photo on it. See, this is what it looks like without it. This is like the sky. And even that doesn't look normal if you are used to looking at the clouds. But the people can't see it. They really can't. They can't see this in the sky or that in the sky. They can't see any of it. I'm going to turn this back to, I don't know why that's opening up over here on that side. It didn't do it before, but it did now. So look at this hole. It's like you peeking out your curtain is what it's like. You're peeking out your curtain and you're looking at who's outside. Well, that's what they do. They peek out the crevices of the clouds from behind to look at people. Like this one right here, you see? Right here, all you'll see is their heads. And they watch. And there's some that have black cubes in them, too. Little black cubes. Yeah, it does. It's happening a whole lot more. Like, see this one right here. This is a face, a whole entire face right there. Oops, okay, it's still there. And they're just looking. I'm sure they're just as curious now. Up here you can only see. Sometimes when you look at these, some of these, like this one up here, it probably at the top, let me find it. It probably has, it's got a round head and it probably has square eyes. Because some of them have square eyes, like big robotic heads. And yes, I am serious. Big robotic heads. These are not normal clouds at all. But these beings travel in these clouds is what they do. Forever watching people. That's what they do. They watch. Well, this one's just peeking out. It's got big eyes. It's already moved its head. Like right here. They can move their heads too. Like look right there in the center. That's a smaller being's head. Right here. Really small. They got black eyes. They don't have white eyes. They got black eyes. And I'm going to say it again. Some of them have jagged teeth. Reptilian-like faces with jagged teeth is what they've got. I don't know if all of them do, but I know one that I zoomed up on had one like that, and I can't find the picture that I took. Hello, Alicia. And they're white. They're white up there in the clouds. They're white. White, so they blend in perfect is what they do. And, you know, they could have ships up there, too. This doesn't look normal. It really doesn't, like a cloud. And when you see their heads that big in the sky, you know they got to be giant. And I wonder if they just fly around with their heads like Pac-Man. Yeah, I'm for real. I really am. I'm serious. I wonder if they even have a body. They may not. They may not have a body. They may just be a head. Like that's a great big head right there. An eye here and an eye here. I don't know what this black thing is. I really don't. Actually, sometimes things like this come out of their eyes or their orifices is what happens. But this is moving. I don't know what that is. It could be a... I have no idea what that is. You can look at your videos in the inverted mode also. You really can. If you download the VLC, it's a free program where you can convert, whoopsie, it just flipped back over. You can convert your videos into, well, you can't record it, but you can put them in the negative mode is what you can do. But you should be aware that they are in the sky and they're watching. They're watching you, and they don't do nothing except watch. That's all they do is they watch you. You just watch and see what you're doing. And they don't like you to see them in the clouds. They really don't. Let's see, like here they are behind the clouds right here. They're in between the clouds is what they are. Just like that. In between them, and if you come over here, they got a square one right here. A square cloud. Look at these, they're looking out. You see them looking out? Their head's turning a little bit too much. They're really turning their head to look. I want to see them with their head in a different direction. If I can. I don't know what they're looking at. Okay, let's watch it. When it pokes its head out. I don't know the name of these. That's why I just call them the watchers. The grays, well, the grays have bodies, but we don't see these bodies. We just see their heads. Do the grays live in the clouds? See, like right here in the center. I don't know if it closes completely up or what. I don't know why my computer did that, but it did. Must have been when I was filming it. Look at all the heads up here. See, look at these dark areas. They are heads. Heads of beings is what they are. Now, they could be having their bodies and just standing there looking. This looks like they could even be families, you all. They really could be. This looks like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was around 5 or 6 of them lined up in the sky. They're just all over the place. And they're looking right through here too, through these little cracks. Any place they can make a window to look out of is what they'll do. They're probably fascinated by the people. Look how big this head is right here. It's really big. And there's things like extending out. It's like this black stuff is oozing out. It really is. I've seen that black stuff and it moves. It shows up as a real stark smoky gray is what it shows up as. Well, they're all in the sky. And they got ships, and their ships are humongous. I filmed a, let me flip this around. I got this thumb drive. I think I stuck some pictures on it. I filmed these big long, I'm going to close that out. I filmed these great big long rectangular ships in the sky. And there's rectangular cloud ships. And they were as big as, see, I'm going to show you something. Look at this. So you know those diamond shapes and you get the diamond reflections in the sky? So look at this. You see that cloud? I was outside on the phone this past summer, and I was trying to film this plane because it flew right over my head in my yard, and it was flying straight to this. I thought I was filming it the whole time, and they knocked my filming off. All I could get was this picture of this diamond-shaped cloud that this plane flew straight in, because I was watching it, and I thought, I'm going to get it. But that was in the southern sky of my house right here last summer, a diamond-shaped cloud. And you know they got those diamond-shaped ships. That's not a normal cloud, you all. It really isn't. So yeah, I had like filmed that, and I thought, you know what? And I never did see it after it went through there. I don't know where it went. I don't. But it did. It literally, it flew straight into there. Have you ever been filming and think you're recording, and you think, oh, I've got this footage, and then you look down at your phone and you ain't got nothing because it didn't record a thing. I think that's when they turn off. They take control of your phone, and you got pictures like that. You got pictures of those diamond-shaped ships. Uh, yeah, they've done it a lot, and I don't think it's nice. I really don't think it's nice that they do that, but they do that. I think it's rather not nice. It really isn't. My This laptop is being slow today. Really slow. Let me show you all this. So, ow, my arm. So do you remember this picture right here? That's me. You remember that picture? This was circulating when the observatory shut down. Oh, we got this. I can do this. Yeah. Okay. That's the picture I took. And it made its way around the world, and then my videos, and then here I am. So anyhow, and then this right here of this lady in the cloud, that's what I saw on my way to my mother's. Right here, this lady kneeling in the clouds. And I got out of my car and I took a picture. That was June 15th. Okay, you know, we got a, I've blocked that person before. So I blocked them again. Octavius, yeah, I've blocked them before. There's people who don't like me just for the mere sake they just don't like me. But that's beside the point. So yeah, so that's right there. That's the picture of the lady in June the 15th of 2018. Yeah, because we got people on here who are pretending to be certain people, but they're not. And I find out. I really do. I find out who they are is what I do. I find out who they are. Yeah, you seen her? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to show you something. I got to check these pictures out. I took a whole bunch of pictures. We're going to look at some ships and stuff. Since I've got them up on here, I'm going to turn this light out. And we're going to look at them because it's nice to look at them. It really is. Hello. So we've all got pictures like this of these orbs. I know a lot of you all have. This silver orb showed up a lot in my pictures. Yeah, cloud people. Yeah, they're in the clouds. Okay, so yeah, so those are common. They really are. And, you know, sometimes they have a lot of these things on them and a lot of these holes in them. Okay, look at this. This was the moon. I kid you not. I took a picture of the moon one night, and this is what it looked like. Right here. That was the moon. And I thought, you've got to be kidding. But that was the moon. Yeah, and then we've got pictures of ships. These are the ships that I took pictures of. Right here. And you can find a lot of these. Okay, on top of these, some of these on top of them. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, they've got little heads, little brown heads. I've seen, not on some of these right here, but I have before, brown heads on some of the pictures of the ships that I've taken. Yeah. And you all have got pictures like that. And these right here, pretty, like rainbow looking, yeah. And then like that. These are like ships, and I can't, okay, see these black dots? This is what I see in the clouds, and I know you all have seen them in the clouds too. They look like a dice with a black dot on it, okay? So yeah, that's one of the pictures, and That was one of the stranger ones. Yeah, like that. And then there's like these brown heads. Look like brown balls, brown heads up on there. But these right here, they like look like white dice with black on them, is what it's like. Okay, and these are those ships in the inverted mode. Here's some more. Okay, so you can see that these kind of have like, look kind of like they had a brown head on them. Some of these did. I'm just going to look at whatever I've got in here. It's just different types of ships. And some are rainbow colored and some are like staggered like down there. And you can find some of the staggered ones on the, this right here is pretty neat. Yeah, this is a ship. It really is. It is a strange looking one. But I took a picture of it. I did. It's just like, it's the strangest shape. It's like they gathered themselves all together and they formed that. Yeah, they formed it. Okay, that's the top part of them. Let's look at, see, it's got the brown heads on it, you all. The brown heads that go, you see their heads at the top? They are the ones that are on the sides of those little balls or those cubes, or the things that can line themselves up in a row. You have these brown heads on them on the other sides. Yeah. Interdimensional kind of, but yet they're in this dimension is what they are. Yeah. Oh my goodness. A lot of these also can be found on the Soho products too. If you like zoom up on some of their products and you see these shapes, they're ships. Just individual looking ships is what they are. Hello. I really should take some pictures, but I haven't taken any in a long time. I haven't went outside to take any. I want to look at this one a little more on here to see if we can see any more details, see if we can see anybody on them. And we may not. The people of the sun, you know of people of the sun? Yeah, they are huge. They're like this huge right here. They're that huge. Let's look at this. The top of this. Well, I want to say that's a head, but I don't think it is. But they're interdimensional ships. Hello is what they are. And these are the actual colors. I didn't put these colors on here. They look like this, and they come out of the other dimension, and they showed up in my camera. Is what they did. I've never heard of the return of the orange people. I really haven't. You think it's a rumor going around, but not sure. I've never heard of them. I really have not at all. I have not heard of the orange people. Let me flip this around. No, I really haven't. I just want to see where am I at in these pictures. I got a ways to go, you all. This is okay. I hope it's okay because it's good to look at them. This is one of my favorite orbs that showed up. It's beautiful colors. But I think there's beings in there too. I really do. Look like these eyes right there in that hole that looks like there's a head. You see it? And it's like the ones that are in the clouds, like the watchers or something. But it's beautiful. It really is. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, they're nice to look at. They really are. Yeah, it looks like beautiful works of art. You could, I've got some of the pictures hanging up in my house. Uh-huh. Okay, let me show you this. You see this ship right here? This is when I was setting on the runway in Cancun. Me and my sister were leaving Cancun. And if you look right here, this is a ship, a canister-like ship. And this is like one great big elongated window, and it curved and it had another elongated window. But this was literally in the sky as I looked out the window. I don't know if you can see it, but literally it was a canister UFO is what it was in Cancun, Mexico. Yeah, and there looked like there's something over there, but I can't really tell. Um, Little light beings. These light beings, when I work second shift, um, this is one of my favorite photos. They were happy. You see the light coming from them like this. It was so cute. They were just in the road. I took my picture and there they were. So happy. Look like they're holding hands. It really does. But they each have a light beneath them, just like that. Yeah. Um, it's all right. It's quite all right. Look at this. Yeah, they're kind of supernatural. I don't know why some see and some don't. I really don't. Oh, wow. The war is ending. I'm trying to shrink this down and well, oh, okay. Now I can. See, these right here are in the clouds too. You get the orange clouds and then you got like this smoky gray like figure like with it looks like its arm is stretching out that way and another arm is like this way. But yet these are like a living being. They're very intelligent too. Yeah, they are. They're intelligent. Absolutely intelligent. This is my favorite picture right here. World blessings. Thank you. It's my favorite picture. Um, One day I'm going to see these with my own eyes instead of just like with my camera. I'm going to look outside and I'm going to see them. Because they came in by the thousands. White notched ships. Yeah. Well, the light will win out in the end. That is for certain. It really will. Well, I don't want to stay to lead the next wave. I hope I don't. Yeah, I really do. Okay, that's inverted mode of these ships. You were staying to the end? Yeah, the light. This is the sun. Isn't that weird how the sun looked like that? I've seen several other pictures of that people have taken of the sun, and they've looked like that too. Not many, but some of them I have, which was very interesting. This was really cute too. Three of these light beings on my way home, and when I'd come home from work, uh, down the road that I live in the country, it would be around 1:45 to 1:50 in the morning. And that's when I get these pictures. Yeah, on a picture. Look at this. This is all three of them. These two, and it made me really happy seeing them. It really did. I was very happy. Um, just like that. They were so happy. Light beings. Yeah, they did. Ta-da! Isn't it amazing how they get this light from them, kind of like plasma. They got like super bright. Could they be plasma light beings? I don't know, but then they are connected like that. Um, Kathy Mello, I try to be brave. I do. Yeah. And then we got these ships right here. And I won't be on here much longer. I'll be getting off of here shortly, really shortly. But I thought I'd just share some of these pictures while I was on here because it does good to look back at what you did take pictures of. You have lots of animals. Look at this sky being in the clouds. Does that not look like someone laying on the cloud and his head and his like top of his hair is just swirled back in a ball? Yeah. 333. Yes. Thank you, Kathy Mello. Yeah. Yeah. This is it was really cute catching some of these pictures. I don't go out at night no more, so I don't really get to take the pictures. Yeah. Um, Let me flip this around. I want to see where I'm at on these pictures again. Um, I am practically done with these pictures, is what I'm practically done with. Probably a few more, and that'd be about it, if even that. Um, so this was in the sky. So there are crafts in the sky right here in the clouds. I'm sure some of you have taken pictures of these type in the clouds too. So if you saw windows in the clouds, you weren't seeing things. You were actually seeing just what you thought, a ship in the clouds. That's what you saw. There's another ship. Look at these, so cute. And they got these little, they got the dots on them. It's like they're the white with the dots is what they are. Let me flip this around. Well, I am going to go. I just want to thank you all for being on here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And it's been good looking at these pictures with you. I haven't looked at them in a long time. I really haven't. And I'm sure it's been a long time for you all too since you've seen those pictures. You're so very welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the moderators. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of